that all right, Tom?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll carry it on the way. I'll carry it up as well.
Yeah, no. Tony.
Hi, Tony. Hi. So I thought I'd bring you in. It's a lovely day for rhinestones, people. Thought I'd wear a tiara, a bit understated.
Well, when I saw you yellow, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind the hair anymore.
And having separate children, never kicked out before.
Oh, you don't often hear those conversations, do you? You're just walking through a park. Okay. So, I'm live. I'm hoping my lovely, wonderful assistant is getting this.
Hi guys, just want to say hello quickly. You're right?
Yeah?
Yeah, good. I'm Max.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, do we shake hands? No. Okay, we don't.
With Kelly or?
Yeah, I'm with,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, sorry.
I'm the director.
Just-
Tom.
Tom, hi Tom. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm live streaming.
Yes.
Is that all
Sorry.
right? No, it's fine. You're more than welcome to talk. I just wanted to warn you.
How you doing? Tom Richmond.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Kellie-Jay.
Hiya.
Hi.
And have you been in contact with our other colleagues?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
So they're all down there, ready and waiting.
Amazing.
Have we got a clear path down away from the activists, or?
At the moment,
We haven't seen any.
we have
Okay.
not seen any, but we'll just let the guys know that you're coming
Perfect.
down. Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
Oh, we can walk down with you.
Lovely, thanks.
Upstairs.
Well, maybe they won't come. Maybe they're put off.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I haven't seen any sort of. Had a good walk round and couldn't see anyone sort of coming into the park or anything.
Yeah, sometimes they meet elsewhere. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, they fit the criteria of terrorists. So. Oh, it's nice. What a nice crowd.
Big.
Pretty good. Hey, how are you? I have, yeah. Cheers. Thought I'd come in something understated, Georgia. Thought I'd come in something understated. I'm live streaming, by the way, so everyone can see. Nice. Lots of police.
Yeah, they're all parked up on the far side. It said they might be able to walk us down to the Paxtons as well.
Okay, thank you. Afternoon.
She can get in position.
I'm on, yeah.
If you go over the side there and we're in that tree.
Thank you.
Well done, what a wonderful woman. Well done.
Oh, standing here. Thank you. Right here? Right here? Okay. Hi, afternoon. Right, so these are both on already.
Okay.
We've got a nice person monitoring. Just give me 25, 30 minutes. No, just give me about 5 minutes.
Shut them on yourself.
Everybody, there's no tomato soup.
Oh, wonderful, thanks.
Yeah. Sorry.
If you've got a male skeleton, can you make sure you're not blocking a female skeleton, please? Thanks.
Sorry, can I just give you that? It's a bottle of champagne.
You can,
Oh,
my love.
bless
Can you
your
put it
little
down
heart.
for me? Thanks very much.
Very pleased to give you that.
I had to Oh, can I? Hello. Can I ask a big favour? Can you just hold that for me?
Sure.
It's on,
Oh,
but it's on me.
okay.
So if you just, I mean, that's on. Hi. Thank you, Jackie. This lady, put your hand up. This lady helped organise the entire Australia trip. Amazing. And this crazy woman stayed up nearly all night. Right. Okay, it'll take me a little bit of time. Obviously, with all that Nazi gold, I couldn't afford it. Well done, Posie. We're winning. We're winning this fight, Posie. Yeah. Welcome back. Right. Got loads of stuff here.
Bottle in your bag or something.
Oh, so actually, yeah. Thank you.
Can I have that one now?
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Come on, you.
I have to say thank you for all my children, all the girls I teach,
You're very welcome.
and I will be waiting for you.
Ah, thank you. Okay, so we want. Oh. Okay. Right. Okay. The image is reversed. Selena, can you swap the image, or do I need to do that? Okay. Okay. So this one's for the flag. Oh, we have it. And then I've talked to Selene. Oh, that's so annoying. I don't think anyone else can hear it. So I've asked Selene what she'll do every now and again. So
What can I hear?
she'll text you, and then if you can.
Sorry. Just need more. Can I turn these round though? Because it's difficult, the handles. Because it's difficult to do it like that. Oh, it's pointing that way.
It's pointing that way.
Oh, that's fine then. That's fine.
Okay. All right.
So where the speakers move?
There.
Okay. Oh my God. How we started this normally, and how this built, and the little cringy things that I do every time I'm afraid you're going to have to join in. So I'll try and speak a bit louder because we're not allowed amplification, despite what you might have seen on live streams. And TRAs aren't exempt. It's a bit like COVID. Even if you're championing the latest thing, you are going to have to stick to the rules. So, how we started, you have to say TERF at the end. What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. why it's almost like being at home. Oh, it's bliss, it's bliss, it's bliss. Well done, Kelly. Okay, so I assume some of you might have seen what happened in New Zealand. And I'm compelled because of that to wear a tiara. I feel I have come back somewhat the queen, whether anybody else likes it or not. And what the reason this happened in New Zealand and Australia is because the lies of the TRAs and the left, let's be honest, have penetrated into people's actual consciousness, and they're prepared to believe, well, let's face it, if you're prepared to believe a woman has a penis and it's right to sterilize children, why wouldn't you believe anything else? You're really right for it. It makes me wonder whether this isn't part of some big plan to make us believe things that we see in front of us not to be true. And none of us believe, and maybe some of you used to, but none of us now believe that trans identified people, people who pretend they're trans, people who pretend they're the opposite sex, are a vulnerable minority. A man sticking on a dress and leaving his house as a mockery and a parody of women is not a vulnerable human at all. We know that through government, most people don't believe this. Keir Starmer knows that women don't have penises. Rishi Sunak knows that it's absolutely wrong to sterilise children. And he also has the power to stop us teaching this crap in schools. And yet every day it's being taught. Which leads me into a nice segue. That's why we started a political party called Party of Women that will stand for truth and demand that people answer questions that everyone, quite frankly, is too gutless to ask. So it will be, what is a woman? And Keir Starmer say it's complicated. And I'll say, well, do women have penises, Keir? And he'll say, well, sometimes women have penises. And I'll say, which women have penises? And he'll have to say, the ones that are men. Let Women Speak for the last few years, and it works. There is no hierarchy, there is no agenda. Anyone who sticks their hand up is welcome to speak. Vagina havers first. That's what we say. If you have a penis, you can wait at the back of the line. It might feel a little bit foreign to you, but that's where we're going to put you. I'm just joking. Not really. So anyway, we prioritise women because we feel it's our voices that are being erased. It's our language that's being totally taken over. It's us that are pretending every day of the week that it's okay, you know, if we call menstruators because we're included. That is not inclusion. Every time we include men into the definition of women, into the spaces of women, we definitely exclude many women. So it's exclusionary to include these men. It's nothing to do with inclusion. Anyway, so you come and speak, please, especially if you're one of the first. I'm sure your 20 minutes sounds really great at home. But often, unless you're, I don't know, Jermaine Greer, we can't have 20 minutes. Please keep it to 3 minutes if possible. 5 minutes if you absolutely have to. And if your speech doesn't include some of this speech making wonderful things like rise and fall, peaks and troughs, then make it about 2 minutes. Okay. Also, there's an event going on. Let me just say, all of my content is free. There's an event going on where money has been charged to watch something I do. Let me just tell you, it's nothing to do with Standing for Women. I don't know where the funds go. It's absolutely nothing to do with me. So I just wanted to make that really clear because I've had about 7 people ask me whether or not I'm going to be there. And actually, it's a live stream apparently of me in Belfast. So no, I won't be there. I'll be in Belfast. And I do implore everybody in Belfast to come along. So we've got Belfast, then we've got Speakers Corner here on the 30th, then we've got Birmingham in the middle of May, and then we've got here again at the end. So we are here, Let Women Speak is here at a home at Reformers Tree, in the last Sunday of every month. All are welcome, especially women, because for God's sake, if now is not the time to speak up, I have no idea when it might be. It's Easter, so I brought my eggs. And so many eggs with us today. So we've come here to say, no woman has a penis. No man has a vagina. Non-binary is nonsense. And transitioning children is profound abuse. Right, okay. Yes. Right, you also need this. If you run off with it, I will assume you're a TRF.
Okay, now I've been slightly evil because I was too much time spent home alone, so I'm actually on 7 minutes, so I'm expecting a crowd culling. All right, okay. Firstly, I want to say thank you to Kellie-Jay Keen. I'm very loud as well, standing for women and all your colleagues and allies. Thank you for your extraordinary campaign and the critically needed work you do. Thank you too for the opportunity to speak here today. I'm new to your fold. I came out as gender critical about 10 days ago after years of reading, thinking, listening, and watching. Yes, the penny finally dropped. I was urgently warned by a friend about the dangers of publicly entering this space. I disagreed. Any danger to me pales in comparison to the global dangers to the rights of women and the safeguarding of children. I've spent the last 10 days making a point of starting difficult conversations with people in my life, from friends to family, from the grateful mother of a 2-year-old child who was oblivious to what was going on, to a teacher friend who said that she assumed that my position is one, of course, of kindness. I started discussions with good liberal people who showed me waves of barely hidden distaste as I violated the orthodoxies of inclusion. I heard blustering questions and statements like, they aren't transitioning children under 10. I hope it hasn't gone that far, and it's all about respect, and so forth and so on. These people do not know what they are signing up to in the name of the so-called kindness, and they do not know how high the stakes are. Right now, being kind just doesn't cut it. For clarity, my considered position, and I know that there are those in this crowd who won't agree with me, is that it is not my concern or issue how an adult human wishes to surgically and medically transform their body. This is not my concern. What should be our concern, however, is the invasion of women's hard-earned and needed safe spaces by men, with the appalling pathologizing and medicalizing of normal childhood gender fluidity of expression. When a little boy who likes pink is informed that this is because he was born in the wrong body, assigned male at birth, actually a birth by mistake, actually a girl, and this is all fixable by medical means, extraordinarily loud alarm bells should be ringing. The alarm bells! The alarm bells! The alarm bells of not only sex stereotype conformity inflicted on the young, now solvable by a standard procedure long-term nip and tuck, but also clear indications of obvious homophobia against those who are childhood gender non-conforming. The solution is not medical. The solution is to teach all children that they can't be born in the wrong body and that they can express exactly how they please. A feminine little boy and a masculine little girl can be allowed to grow up in peace without the brutality of an ideologized medical invention in what is simply normal development. Shame on you! Shame on you, the legal, educational and medical establishments! Shame on you for propagating this fiction, experimenting on children's bodies in the name of an adult ideology. Shame on you! I'm still mystified by who daubs the assigned male at birth and assigned female at birth chromosome wand. Is it the nurse, the doctor, the hospital? It's insane nonsense. My understanding from my reading, nonetheless, is that the number of children who continue to insist into adulthood that they are indeed the opposite sex is very, very low statistically. It is these we should be attending to with care after the age of 18. Because the grisly reality is this: children who transition become lifelong medical patients with weakened bodies from not undergoing a full natal sex puberty, as well as many not able to experience full sexual function and enjoyment later on. This is a tragedy, and the widespread normalization of these procedures should be regarded for what it is: a public health emergency. In other words, leave our children alone. When it comes to respecting the sex-based reality and rights of women, I want to talk, and this is inevitable for anyone, I believe, who's lived life as a growing or adult human female, about male entitlement and male aggression. It is my experience that men automatically confer authority on one another, whether or not they deserve it. From personal experience in the last 4 years of the development of my self-founded company, I have been insulted, spoken down to, condescended to, and extraordinary attempts have been made to appropriate my endeavors. I wish I was making this up. I'm not. I also don't believe that any of these things would have happened to me if I was a man.
Well, you're wrong there.
Good. I'm delighted I'm wrong. You've made my day, okay?
Hi, praise the boy.
Made my day, all right, again? In my life, baby, all right, okay. In my life as a woman, I have experience of being significantly harassed in my home by aggressive male neighbors. Don't mind her. She's a strong woman. She's fair game. Yeah? I don't think that this would have happened to me if a man was living with me. I just don't. Because the reality is that those men felt perfectly safe shouting and screaming at me in the corridor, mocking me outside my door and attempting to kick my door down because they had a physical advantage. They knew they were safe as they attempted to attack me, as much as I knew that I was not. Leah Thomas, no doubt, felt perfectly safe in that swimming pool with a vast natural physical advantage as he destroyed the opportunities of his female competitors. Yes, this is sex-based abuse. And of course, as a woman, I have been sexually assaulted and harassed by men. Among other incidents, including a full rape attempt as I jogged in the park, a man stared at me invasively until I called him out loudly, fearing for my safety. He said to me, "Don't worry, if I'd wanted to, I would have raped you by now." Because what about female fear? The reality of our lives in sexual self-defense. The fear of half of the population as we walk down the street at night. The gasp of electric shock as a strange man whispers into your ear as you walk. And how? Tell me how? A man who decided yesterday to be a woman, donning a dress and some lipstick, would it were that easy, can waltz onto women's writing shortlists, prize and political lists, into our sporting arenas, our spaces, and state with absolutely no qualms that because he says so, he is a woman. He is not a woman. He is a trans woman, never able to know.
He's a man.
What is man? Never
Come in. He's a man. Come in.
Never able to know, never what it's truly like to be a woman. Condescended to, afraid, diminished, spoken down to. But here he is for the ride, telling us all about how our rights are his, and he's furious we're not being more kind. Yes, we see you, Nike. While the vocabulary of our very existence is stripped away from us in a parodied but hideously real extension of male entitlement and aggression. Cis woman, uterus haver, chest feeder, cervix haver, just to be more kind and to make men feel more comfortable. How many millennia have we done this? Had this done to us? Here we go again, except this time he's in a dress. He's also a woman, so we have to let him in. We say no. We have every reason to fear you as men, trans women, and we can't take the risk of inclusion in the face of the staggering global reality of male violence against women. We can't take the risk, and we don't have to. We can subjectify our fight for our rights as women, for women, and for the urgently needed safeguarding of children without your male permission and the violence enforced on us by the obligation to be kind.
I'm just going to switch to YouTube only, so I'm just going to restart the stream because there's something wrong with Hyde Park. It doesn't like live streams very much. So just give me 2 seconds. And yeah, sorry about that.
Right. My point about calling them men. They're weak men because a strong man will stand for the woman's
I'm going
rights.
to say it once, I'll say it twice. If you're not there, especially if you've got a penis. I don't mean to be unkind. I love men very much. Time and a place. So